Hi everyone, I hope you are doing well. This is Sarah with Divine Love Healing. It has been a minute and my apologies for that. I feel like I come on here every time I make a video and talk about how I want to make more videos and how things have been crazy. It's literally been nonstop since July for me. I'm kind of seeing the light at the end of the tunnel a bit after this weekend, but I've thought that a few times before, so we're gonna see how it goes. I have so many ideas, so much content that I want to bring to you all, and I just haven't had the time to do it. And so of course, given that theme, I'm a day or two late here in getting the Sagittarius season vibes. Pick a card out for you all. I don't want to go into the long story, but I just had to travel for work, and it was absolute nightmare getting back. Had to fly actually into a different airport, and I got home at like 2 in the morning, and it was just terrible. So I intended to get the video out yesterday. I didn't, so I apologize. I'm also still trying to get my setup figured out here. So this is definitely not ideal. The camera's facing a different way to give some better lighting, but then it's kind of compressing, the view here that we're seeing. So I am still working on it, but I just, in the interest of time, wanted to get this out. It is Thanksgiving Day here in the U.S. I think I have a cake in the oven right now. I have some limited time. If I didn't get it recorded now, it probably wasn't going to happen. So again, my apologies for the lack of organization here, but it's kind of typical Sagittarius energy. I myself am a Sagittarius, and that's where the 1130 comes from in my name on Instagram, and my YouTube handle is now Divine Love 1130 as well. So Sagittarius, we're kind of fly by the seat of your pants, just crazy, wild, free spirited traveler. It's an energy too of just luck and fortune and progress. And I feel like this is the energy that is just such a welcome gift after Scorpio season. I'm not putting down Scorpios in any means. We all need to go through that death and rebirth process, but it can be very painful. And I don't know about you all, but Scorpio season went out with a bang for me, just with the travel debacle and some deep emotional triggering that I was not expecting to happen. It needed to happen, but it's just like, what is this, right? And so after the death and the rebirth, when we get to Sagittarius season, this is the time we rise from the ashes, right? So in addition to the sun entering Sagittarius, so we entered Sagittarius season yesterday, we also had a new moon in Sagittarius, and Jupiter goes direct, I believe, today. Jupiter is the ruling planet for Sagittarius. So, obviously for those, with Sagittarius placements, it's an especially powerful time, but for anyone right now, right? When Jupiter goes retrograde, that really governs, our luck, our opportunities. There's just, this is a time for really to kind of set your intentions, especially with the new year coming up. And after going through kind of this transformation process, shedding the things that no longer serve, we kind of have a clean slate to work with. So if you guys are familiar with my readings for these types of readings, I should say, I do one for every season, so every month, and I feature my astrological sign vibes decks. So of course this is going to be fire sign vibes. These have been pre-shuffled, and I have some different decks that I will list down below as well. So this is a pick a pile. It will be time stamped. You can watch all of them and see what resonates for you, take what resonates for you, or you can pick from these, which I will get into here in a moment. But the overall theme of the reading, again, is the fire sign vibe, the Sagittarius season vibe that, is affecting your life right now. It could be a shadow that you need to work with. It could be an energy that you need to embrace. It could be something that's coming out, in a situation or someone else that you're dealing with. So, it's really kind of whatever spirit dictates to come out is how the reading's going to go. So in that regard, it might be helpful for you to watch all three. All right, so again, I will timestamp these, but I'm going to go through in order just to show you guys again which one, because I know it's kind of hard to see the piles here. But pile 1 is going to be the Angel Aura Agate, and it's a flame. How fitting, right? Pile 2 is going to be a Carnelian pyramid. Carnelian is associated with the sacral chakra, which is definitely that fire, that creative, passionate spark. And pile 3 is going to be the red quartz point. Okay. All right, guys. So we are going to get started with pile 1, which again was the flame. And I will try to I'll try to prop the cards up and show you guys what we've got going on here. Okay. So we're going to start with the vibe. Let's see. Wow. You guys have you have Leo coming out twice. So you may be dealing with a Leo, okay? Or it could just be something that started manifesting for you in Leo season, or just, you know, you may yourself, even if you're a Sagittarius or you're not a Sagittarius, you may have a lot of Leo in your chart. So you could, again, you could be a Leo as well. The fire sign vibe that was chosen for you is Leo season, is the lion. It is the natal chart key, July 23rd to August 22nd, typically is the time frame, but that can vary every year. This could also just mean that the lion is your spirit animal. But for me, when I see the lion show up, Leo season, it's associated with strength, okay? It's also the timing, as I mentioned, in August, July and August. But I'm getting that you've just been working really, really hard on something, and kind of, I mean, I'm getting the vibe of like burning the candle at both ends, right? Maybe why you were drawn to the flame, especially, I mean, really since summer. But what I'm getting for you guys is, I think, you know, you're really, I mean, I don't know if you're waiting or expecting on some news or some communication, but from this dragon deck here, we've got the 8 of Wands, but this is momentum. This is motion forward. This is like things are happening, right? That coupled with the Wheel of Fortune, that is forward movement. So I am definitely getting things speeding up for you this month, to the point where it might be a little overwhelming. Like you may, you know, have so many opportunities that start coming in for you that it's like, whoa, like I need to kind of like pull myself back and go into hermit mode a little bit, right? Because you don't want to burn yourself out. I'm getting too that there's just the possibility that so many things are coming in for you that you don't know how to say no, you don't want to say no, or you're just getting too much in your head, like, you know, I'm supposed to take all this stuff on because this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. I wanted all these things to come in, right? And sometimes when, you know, the floodgates open, there's still a need, right? Just because opportunities come in, we may have to pick and choose. We may have to set boundaries. We may have to say, you know what, like, which one is the one that's gonna like lead me to the next path, right? And the reason I'm saying this is because for the Sacred Journey cards, we got taking shelter. The answers are within. But to me, this evokes, definitely evokes the energy of the hermit. And I'm getting too, I mean, see, there's like a winter scene on this card. To me, this is energy of, all right, you know, I've got to kind of pull back and like tame my fire back a little bit, if that makes sense. Leo season, sorry, the Leo card is also about confidence. And so I'm getting that, you know, there could be this fear that like, you you know, what I'm getting is you have to be confident that you're allowed to say no, and saying no isn't going to turn it off, right? Because the Wheel of Fortune, I mean, things are turning, things are going in your favor, but what's interesting to me too, this Eight of Wands, you can see how this dragon, the Eight of Wands, the wands are pointing in at the dragon, and the dragon feels trapped. So that's why, again, I'm picking up on this energy of something, you know, it's kind of this overwhelm, like so many opportunities, so many good things are coming in that you may need to just take a back seat, some things take a back seat, and that's okay. You can prioritize, right? Pick and choose. I think, you know, the important thing is to have the confidence to pursue, you know, even if there's some fear there, pursue the ones that really set your heart ablaze, pursue the opportunities, you know, even if it's like, well, this opportunity feels safe, but this opportunity's here and it's a little overwhelming, but this is what I really, really want. It's okay to say no to the one that feels safe, right? And I think, you know, deep down inside, you know, what has to go, and, you know, how, if you really sit down, what is it that, you know, do you need this, you know, opportunity? Do you need this money, or do you need this, to open a door to something else? It's like, yeah, this one, it's an okay, you know, it's great. It's a good opportunity, but wow, this is the path I'm really meant to go. For the new moon manifestation card, you've got full moon in Leo, go wild. So that's where we got the extra Leo energy. That to me is like go wild, meaning like have the confidence to go after the things that maybe you would have thought 6 months, a year ago, you know, would have been like out of your reach. It's like, I'm getting that's here. And, you know, the answers are within, you know, we have that as far as what you need to do, right, to take that time for yourself, right? And I'm getting for sure that, like, as we're entering the winter months, we do enter winter here in the United States, within, right, a Sagittarius season, I think, culminates, is right around the time of the winter solstice. So it's like within that time frame, you really need to take stock and say, all right, what opportunities, like what, you know, how can I prioritize my time? Okay, so for your guidance from Spirit, this is the Divine Abundance Oracle. It says, right now, stay in the present and don't get too far ahead of the flow. You'll soon trust that nothing more will come than can be handled each moment. So this is that flow versus, you know, getting in your head, right? Versus feeling trapped. It's like, all right, what do I have to do, you know, in this moment, in this day? Right? If we look at all the things coming in and all of the things, oh my gosh, this week I have this, next week I have this, just focus on the now. And that helps you, you know, I feel like have the confidence and have the strength to get through all of it. But this talks about don't getting too far ahead of the flow. That's like getting too much into that fire energy. When we're too much in our fire energy, that's our masculine, and that's like trying to control the process. So that's where perhaps the Leo energy coming through could be as a shadow, where it's like too strong, too masculine, too forceful, too much like hear my roar, like I'm doing this and this and this and this. No, like the flow is going to be like, all right, just get more, you know, into that balanced, receptive, like I'm being guided by the universe versus I'm forcing things to happen. So hopefully that makes sense for you guys, pile 1. Hopefully that was helpful, and we are going to move along to pile 2. Okay, pile 2, you guys are the Carnelian pyramid. So let's see what we've got. If you watch pile 1, it's funny, we have more Leo energy coming in. I don't know what that's about. Okay, so this is an interesting one. There's some contradictory cards here, so I'm going to go with the energy of like what I'm picking up on here, but obviously take what resonates for you. For the fire sign vibe, you've got self-centered Leo. This is a Leo shadow card, because, you know, there's a stereotype that Leos tend to be self-centered. So you can see this person's like taking the sun and like grasping it for themselves. All right, so in some cases, this would be like, you know, for some of you, it could be that you're dealing with a self-centered person, and the relationship or the situation's not going anywhere, and that, you know, there needs to be a reality check during this time. Okay, so that's for a subset of you. What I'm getting for most of you is that actually you need to embody this vibe a little bit more. You need to focus on yourself more. You need to believe that you're worthy of receiving the best things, like the sun. The sun is the ultimate happiness. The sun is the light. And it's like, this is mine for the taking. And I'm getting for some of you, you know, we've got the Hanged Woman here, stuck, stagnant, frustrated, like literally on fire because you're not pursuing your passions. You're not pursuing the things that make you happy because you're so focused on taking care of everyone else. Okay. I feel like there's also a lack of confidence, maybe in believing that you deserve the best things, right? Because we've got the Six of Wands here with the Dragons tarot. And the Six of Wands is an energy about victory and success. So I feel like something may not be coming to fruition to you, for you, and you may be feeling stuck, stagnant, frustrated, like you're not moving forward on your path because you're not balanced and focusing on your hopes and dreams and goals. Okay. What's interesting to me is we've got, for the sacred journey, I think is what it's called. Like I said, I'll put the decks down below. Journey by Moonlight, Believe in Magic. So this is again tying to that belief that you deserve these good things, the belief that you can succeed, that you can find happiness. For some of you, I'm getting, like I said, you know, this could be a relationship where you're with somebody who's very self-centered, and your needs, your desires, your hopes and dreams, you know, it's nothing's happening, right? And it's just really starting to eat you up inside, burn you up inside. You may have passion and goals and dreams, not only in the sense of a relationship, but also just with what you want to do with your life, and you're being held back because of this self-centered person, or because you're not able to focus your time and energy on yourself. So for your Moonology card, again, because we're in the new moon energy, full moon in Capricorn, take a reality check. And so for some of you, I feel like, you know, maybe coming out of Scorpio season just now, you know, this week we came out of Scorpio season where it's like, okay, there maybe had just been, you know, maybe a realization that the situation that you're in isn't working anymore. And that perhaps, you know, it is time for you to focus on more on you and I'm getting, you know, when you're supported by the Six of Wands, this is encouragement that you are going to find success and happiness when you shift the focus on yourself. Okay. The reality check may be that this is no longer working. It's, you know, you've tried everything and it's like spinning your wheels. So if you didn't end the situation in Scorpio season, there may have been a realization that it needs to end because things aren't changing and shifting. And so when you get to Sagittarius season, you know, it gets that fire fueled under you that helps you take that action that you need to take, right? Sagittarius energy, you know, with the fire is very masculine, very action oriented, to the point where it's like the fire has been ignited, but you've been stuck and stagnant and not sure about the decision that you need to, you know, what am I going to do? Am I going to leave? am I going to get out of this situation? And it's like, this is like, you're being encouraged to choose you. And, you know, the confirmation of this, right, is with this, the advice from Spirit and the Divine Abundance card is self-love. All right. Let the wall fall that separates me from my own vulnerable inner child. I long to take care of myself like never before. So I feel like, too, the wall that's there, you know, it's like with the Capricorn energy can be very cold. It's like you've denied your needs and your happiness for so long. It's like maybe you've almost become numb to it. And there's a wall that's built up. And it's like, with me, you know, I see this Six of Wands. This dragon has the wand, like, it's like awakened. It's like you go from this stuck on fire to like, I'm this fierce dragon. I've got my wand, and it's time to go. It's time to take action. So I feel like for you know, for many of you, I think the message here is it's time to choose you. It's time to choose you. And it can be scary, it can be absolutely downright terrifying, but deep down inside, you already know. You already know the action you need to take, and you need to know and trust and believe that this, you know, the light, it's yours for the taking, right? And if something isn't working, and if something is making you feel numb and suppressed, I'm getting, there's, you know, there's still plenty of time to make that change, to pursue the life that you want. And I'm telling you, it's not easy, but it definitely, you know, you can definitely find happiness more on your own than staying stuck in an unhappy situation. So I'm sending you so much love. If you would like to schedule a session to discuss this, to your specific situation, that contact information for me is down below. All right, guys, so we are going to move on to pile 3, which is the red quartz. Let's see what we got. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is insane. I don't know if you've watched the other ones, but if you have, you can probably guess what card came out. Let me get all these, and then we'll okay. So the reason that I was making those comments is, if you watch the first 2, so in this fire sign vibes deck, I think I have 44 cards in the deck. There are 4 cards that are specific to Leo out of 44, and I shuffled, and we have another Leo card in this one. So all 3 vibes that came out were Leo, which is very interesting. So you may be a Leo or dealing with a Leo, but it's just that energy. It's that energy of the strength, the timing, you know, can be tied to like July, August, but both the Leo shadow cards came out, all right? So in the last reading, it was about self-centered. And this one is attention-seeking. So this is the shadow, attention-seeking. It's hard to see it, but the guy is like blowing fire. He's like, look at me, right? It's all about me. Look at me, right? So what I'm getting is that some of you, you may be you may have just met someone, or you may be about to meet someone, and because we have the Ace of Pentacles here, but we also have the Justice card. And the Justice is about fairness, tranquility, balanced energies, okay? And we have the 8 of Swords, and that's insecure, victim mode, self-imprisonment. To me, this is like, maybe you're not sure about this person yet because they seem to be somebody who seeks attention, or they might be kind of like more about themselves. All right. This could even be a friend. It could be a friendship that has you kind of just like, what the heck? You know, I keep thinking things are going to get better. You know, or maybe there's this pattern where it does, and then it always comes back to them, and there's drama. Definitely picking up on some drama vibes. Justice, you know, here it's like things maybe are not that equal give and take, that equal balance, right? Ace of Pentacles is a solid new beginning. It's like something, you know, is hatched, right? So what, you know, and you may very well just be like having this ooch, like either like a valid one, right? Usually ooches are valid. If you feel kind of like, something's off, right? Trust it. But in some cases, we do have this Eight of Swords energy, this like fear that, you know, are in our own head, our own like self-created imprisonment, right? Because of the past, because of past issues where we've had people take advantage of us, right? So what the message I'm getting for you with this is, you know, it says, the Sacred Traveler's energy says fogged in, go slow, take time, okay? So if this is someone new coming in, don't rush into anything. Ace of Pentacles, you know, it's like a slow energy. Take time to see, right? Take time to see how and in what ways they invest in you, right? Are they actually investing in you? Are they spending time with you? Are they, you know, if this is the energy that's coming through most of the time and it's not balanced, equal give and take, then, you know, trust your gut and you can free yourself from this situation, right? This guy can pull this rope off of himself. And then this is kind of a victim mode card too. So this could be just going hand in hand with this person is always like the victim drama, you know, always about themselves, right? This is your Moonology card because we're in the new moon. And this one says, talk less, feel more. So what I'm getting is this person might be like really fun to be around. Again, it could be a friend or a romantic. Take how it resonates. They're so much fun, and you know, but at the end of the day, you need to trust your feelings, right? If there's this shallow stuff on the surface and it's not really progressing, or like I said, it's mostly drama, attention seeking, and just you know, an energy where they're not putting in, you know, you're going to know that pretty quickly. But, you know, and that's why you want to go slow and give it time, right? You know, don't let this person rush you into anything and see how long they stick around and invest. And I mean, chances are you already know, right? You know, and being drawn to the red quartz, this is about like building a solid foundation. This is about our root chakra, feeling safe, feeling secure. You know, does this person have your back? Are they there for you? You know, are they all talk, right? Or are they, you know, how are they actually making you feel? Do they make you feel like you're walking on eggshells? Or do they make you feel validated? Do they make you feel valued? Do they make you feel special? Really take the time to notice these things, right? And I'm getting that, you know, if you've got somebody in your life that it's, you know, that this energy, you know, again, is not balanced. It's all about them. They're the victim. It's like, this is time, you know, the Ace of Pentacles is, it's time for you to make that fresh start, right? To just, you know, break open from that situation and manifest a new reality, because like this like dredge, like to me it's like this green just like sludge. It's like, no, like I don't want to be in this anymore. I'm going to pick up my pentacle and I'm going to fly off and I'm going to go somewhere else, somewhere that makes my heart happy. There's a lot of green here with the heart chakra. And so it's like, you know, what this is like the talk less, feel more. How does this person, you know, how do you feel inside? If you're feeling kind of sick and you're feeling kind of insecure and they don't make you feel safe, they don't make you feel validated and valued, you know, you're better off taking your pentacle, taking yourself away from the situation and being on your own for a while, right? It's better. What's the saying I've heard like people say, like, you know, there's nothing more lonely, you know, than being with somebody who makes you feel alone, right? It's just the most, you know, it's just awful, uncomfortable energy when you're with somebody and they're distant and they're cold, and, you know, you can build your own happiness, your own life, right? And that's what the message from Spirit is here with the Divine Abundance card. We've got love. Divine source is the idea that no person, place, or thing is your salvation. Only love itself, right? So this is about creating the life you want, the energy you want, the foundation, the balance, right? Learn to love being in your own energy, but being with friends, and family, but like putting all your happiness, into one person as far as a romantic situation or a best friend, like, that you can't do anything without this person, and that, you'd rather put up with toxic behavior than to not have this person. That's really what you need to start sitting down with and thinking about, right? Is to build a life that you love and focus on loving yourself, so that this is like no longer tolerable, right? Setting boundaries. I'm getting, for some of you, set boundaries and see how the person responds, right? That'll be definitely an indicator for you. So I hope that was helpful, pile 3. And if you would like to look into your specific situation and schedule a session with me, that information is down below. Thanks so much, everybody. Till next time, take care.